My aunt, 65, and grandma, 92, who live in Nashville visited me, 36, in California. My husband and I just had a baby not even 3 months ago, and they came to meet her. My grandma is staying in our guest room, and my aunt is staying with a friend of hers who lives about 20 minutes from me. This friend she's staying with lives in some insanely huge mansion. A few days prior to their arrival, my aunt told me on the phone that her friend whose mansion my aunt will be staying in invited me, my husband, my daughter, and grandma over to her house for a little brunch gathering that Sunday that would consist of my aunt's friend's family and us. My aunt said she wants me to see this house because it's so cool, and she really wants me to meet her friend's adult kids who are around my age. I told her on the phone that sounds fun, but didn't make any promises about going. When she arrived, I said to her, I'm still not sure about us going to that because sickness is going around, and I'm not sure I want to bring my baby to some gathering to be passed around by people I don't even know. My aunt acted disappointed and pushed for me to be there. When the day of the gathering came, I called my aunt and said I just don't really feel up to going to it. I was very gracious and apologetic, but overall I wasn't feeling well. I'm having horrible postpartum joint pain and was having some foot problem, making it hard for me to even put weight on it, and like I said before, I didn't want to bring my baby around all of these people. My aunt's response to me opting out of the brunch was, I don't really want to hear your excuses. I'm not sure if I'll be able to forgive this. You're not able to put your own needs aside for someone else? My friend busted her ass setting up for this brunch. I don't really want to talk to you right now. I was shocked. I even laughed because I assumed she was being sarcastic. Then she said, I'm not kidding. I'm not sure if I'll be able to forgive this. I said to her, why is this brunch so important for me to come to? Is this an event specifically for me? I never committed to it and I didn't know it had anything to do with me. She said it wasn't for me, but that me, my husband, and baby should be here, and that it's very selfish of me not to come. I ended up crying on the phone telling her I'm so confused why she's being so evil over this, and asked why I'm not allowed to have a boundary around not going to a gathering when I'm postpartum and in pain. She called me a bitch and said, yeah, I guess I'm the evil aunt. Go ahead and have your little boundaries. You're a bitch. Your daughter is beautiful, but I don't want to talk to you anymore. And she hung up. I was shaking, crying, and beside myself. No one's ever spoken to me that way. At least not since my toxic ex-boyfriend from high school. I have multiple decades-long friendships with people and no one's given me feedback that I'm selfish, put myself before others, am a bitch, or flake on events. It's one of my values to show up to things I commit to be there for my friends, and to just be an overall kind person. I'm a mother, a wife, a therapist, I'm close with my parents, etc., etc. I inherently am involved in things constantly that require me to put aside my needs for others, and I do so happily, but sometimes I put my needs or the needs of my baby first, absolutely as I should. I don't think a brunch at my aunt's friend's mansion, who I don't even know, is something that trumps mine and my daughter's well-being. My cousin who went to this brunch, and is on my side in all of this, talked to my aunt, and then reported back to me that my aunt does regret calling me all those names and the way she delivered it. But she still is disappointed in me for not showing up, and she's mad at me that we're not as close as she wishes we were. I was shocked to hear this because I try to keep her updated and reach out to her as much as I can. She's as close as I think I can be to an older aunt who lives across the country when I have a family and a career to focus on. Not to mention, before all of this went down, this aunt pointed out where I had gained weight from my pregnancy. And she has made comments many times that have hurt my feelings. There are also countless examples of her putting her needs before others and being selfish in ways I can't fathom being. She has no kids and lives with her boyfriend isolated in this remote area in the woods. Anyways, my final response to her via text after this big blow-up was that she is not welcome in my home or around my daughter for the rest of her stay in CA. I also told her I don't really have any interest in having her in my life, as of now, and that I hope she's happy she destroyed our relationship over a brunch. I feel sad that she won't be able to see my daughter who she traveled all the way here to meet, or so I thought, but so far it seems this friend of hers with the mansion has been way more of her priority. I usually forgive people easily and don't hold grudges or cut people out of my life. But I feel strongly at this point that she's not a safe person for me or my family, and I do not want to be around her. Ada, if I don't allow her in my house while she's in town, or even if I cut her out of my life entirely.